Broadway Strategic Return Fund really has two focuses. The first, the reason we created the fund, is to bring better scale and bring art to the world. We think if we can make the arts a place that people can invest, then more people will invest. You'll get more stories, more productions. And I fundamentally believe this story is the greatest way we can help transform lives and shift human consciousness. So that is the meta. Also, tactically, is to make our LPs a return on their investment. And that's part of why we bring analytics and why we have brought all that data research. And so we can both do well by doing good, by both expanding the arts and using data to increase the probability that we'll get a return for our investors. I think AFN's been a positive return on investment in multiple different ways. The first is there have been some direct connections to, hey, I'm looking for capital, and I've had direct introductions to people that can help me bring capital in, which is a exciting tactical benefit. I would say the most exciting are fundamental shifts in belief and ideology, which allows me to now do the thing that used to be hard, making it simple. Fundamentally, what I love to do for people in life and what AFN has done for me is, if I can say, hey, this crisis is overwhelming, and I can add longevity to it and say, here's over the history of what you've done in your life, then all of a sudden, as soon as it becomes easy, the event itself or the challenge hasn't changed, but the perspective on it has. And I'd say that's the most exciting and valuable. One of the most interesting components is the perspective I'll give to other people is sometimes some of the most powerful that I need to go do myself. And so it's fun, like how, my and each of my cohorts superpowers show up in service to others, and then often realize like, hey, we should do that too. So it's kind of the yes and. I feel the direct value to Broadway Strategic Return Fund has been first, individual perspectives. We talked about what are the things I need to do to help scale and grow the company, and less than 6 weeks after we started those conversations, we've shifted from 1 team member to 3, so significantly scaled our team. At the same time, shifted some of the paths that we were using to go and get capital, instead of going after individuals that we could that might invest. It's like, hey, who are those catalytic nodes that have multiple investors? And so it's kind of shifting that perspective from a one-off into, hey, what's the systematized approach that we can use to help drive the future.